We'll continue our discussion. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Gyanisthipatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam. Hare Krishna. We actually were discussing. Hare Krishna. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hare Krishna. You can hear me okay, right? You do not have any disturbance, right, in the background? Do you have? Can someone tell?
Yes, Prabhuji, can hear you.
There is no disturbance, right?
I don't, I
Okay.
don't see any
All
disturbance.
right. Okay. So they were trying to yesterday they were trying to discuss about an aspect of how pure devotees they change their state of consciousness from one instance to the other instance very quickly. We took the example of Arjuna. Also, another example, Bali Maharaj, where the moment Vamandev came, Vamandev was only asking 3 steps. But there, Shukracharya, who is actually the spiritual teacher for Bali Maharaj, was telling, his Vishnu who came. So if you give him the land, if you give him 3 steps, he will take away everything from you. No, no, this is actually a test by the Lord. This is a final test actually. Before Lord is about to give unlimited mercy. A final big test. It's not a normal test actually. It's a very big test. It's a test on complete surrender. On one side, his spiritual teacher, whom he has relationship, he is telling, don't give. And then he's also telling that his Vishnu is giving two things here. He's telling, don't do that. And he's confirming that he's Vishnu, Krishna. Now, Bali Maharaj was being kept in a state. He has only two options, either to send the child back or to completely surrender to the will of the Lord. Now, even though the spiritual master is telling, I'll give another example. A similar instance is there. Narada Muni, he would hear, he would actually speak the truth to Prahlad Maharaj. And where is Prahlad Maharaj? He's not outside sitting like us in the front. He's in the mother's room, learning the science of pure devotional service from his mother. So there, Prahlad Maharaj, he learned the entire science. After learning the entire science, now when Narada Muni, when he would come outside, out of the mother's womb, he know who his spiritual master is, Narada Muni. How do we know this? When Narasimhadeva comes Prahlad Maharaj is telling, I have to serve my spiritual master. Not just that, there are various instances in Bhagavatam which actually confirms that again and again. Okay, so that is one instance. Now here Narada Muni, he comes and tells Hiranyakashipu, Om Hiranyakashipaya Namaha. He's actually respecting Hiranyakashipu. Now the spiritual master is respecting where he is not accepting. Please try to understand here. Prahlad Maharaj is not accepting, but Narada Muni is accepting. Prahlad Maharaj is completely, fully fixed up, fully loaded. And then he's telling, oh, my dear Lord, I can't do this. How can I do this? I cannot do this. You please help me and protect me. He's taking shelter of the Lord. But on the other side, Narada Muni, what is he doing? He's telling Om Hiranyakashipaya Namaha. It's very interesting. So here, you know how devotees become pure? Because they get tests on the faith. Please try to understand. The faith is always continuously tested. Srila Prabhupada speaks on this. The progress in a sadhaka's life depends on how he reacts to thought-provoking situations. That means the sadhaka is being kept in a state where he tend to disobey the principles of Krishna consciousness. He will get an opportunity, a chance, a small test. See, Bali Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj might be different, completely. Uh, These are the examples from Bhagavatam. They might look, they might look so unreachable for us. But that Bhagavatam, the mercy of the Lord, how beautiful it is. The Lord might not give big exams, but He will give small tests. So through the thought-provoking situations, how we are reacting, that is where the faith is built. Now coming back to this example, Narada Muni, the moment he says Om Hiranyakashipaya Namaha, Prahlad Maharaj is not thinking his spiritual master in a different way. Please try to understand this here. He's in toto, he has fully he is full focus on the words of Narada Muni. It's not judging. Just like I shared in the group the quote of Srila Prabhupada today. What is it? Srimati Radharani is actually helping the gopis to come closer to the Lord. But the gopis, they are not envious of Radharani because Krishna is closer to her. Please try to understand this. On one side, Radharani is helping them, but on the other side, the gopis are not envious towards her. Likewise, Narada Muni, Prahlad Maharaj is not envious. Likewise here, Bali Maharaj is not putting Shukracharya down. Please try to understand this. Here we actually see that Bali Maharaj is not following the instructions of Shukracharya. But that doesn't mean that he is completely ignoring or rejecting him or is judging him. Please try to understand this is a very deep subject, very, very important, very intricate. How how we kind of judge people very easily. But we shouldn't judge just through an instance which is happening in the front. We should actually see their qualities. Just like the same example, Jai Vijay judged Sanaka Sanatana Sanandana Sanat Kumar. I said, you are small boys. Why are you here? Just go from here. Or exalted personalities, the Brahman realized souls. Or they're not pure devotees, but they're Brahman realized souls. They should be respected. They're mystic. So much mystic powers. It's not ordinary to come to the gate of Vaikuntha plane. Please try to understand. No, you and me, I can't go just like that to the gate of Vaikuntha plane. We can't go there. But those four Kumaras went, Jai Vijay, they misrepresented him. Please try to understand this here. They judged him. That was the downfall of them. Now here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Maharaj very beautifully explains another intricacies of how the heart of the Lord is reacting. Actually, the Lord is very upset with four Kumaras. Even though he gave mercy to them, that is when they become bhakti yogas, they become pure devotees actually at that moment, because the Lord gave the association to them. Just by the mere association, they become pure souls. Just like Dhruva Maharaj transformed his heart just the moment he has seen the presence of the Lord. The Lord as Vishnu Garbha touched through the conch shell on the head of Dhruva Maharaj is fully transformed. And he says, "My dear Lord, I was looking for pebbles, but you gave me diamond. I don't want this property, any of these things." So through that mere small association, what is happening is the transformation is happening, but still the Lord was upset with them. Because what? Because they offended his devotees. Please try to understand. So no matter in which situation we've been kept, we should always be careful in which way we are taking certain things, certain steps. Just like Prahlad Maharaj, he was not judging his spiritual master. Oh, my spiritual master had taken the side of Hiranyakashipu. He's not judging him like that. Oh, why is my spiritual master telling, oh, Hiranyakashipu Namaha? Why is he afraid of him? He's not judging. Just like every person is actually doing the same thing. Everyone is telling, oh, Hiranyakashipu Namaha. But even though Narada Muni is telling, but he's not judging on him. The seer devotees. Now, a pure soul is being kept in a state, it is against him. But still, he's telling Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. Prahlad Maharaj, mother is telling, no, 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 don't speak about Vishnu. Prahlad Maharaj's mother is telling, Kayadi is telling, his teachers are telling, his father is telling, everyone around him is telling, don't worship Vishnu, don't worship. Even Brahmanas are telling, don't worship, don't worship, because of fear. Now, everyone, I don't know, a lot of people might have watched the movie also. I did not, but it is being given in that, uh, nursing the movie. So you see, everyone is worshipping him only. At that moment, this only 5-year-old boy, he's actually trying to serve the Lord through his consciousness. Well, he's not doing puja 24 hours, but his consciousness is so elevated that he is in heart and heart, he's actually worshipping the Lord Vishnu to the core, through which he's seeing wherever he goes, he's seeing the Lord. He's seeing in the tree, he's seeing in the plant, he's seeing in Hiranyakashipu also. He's seeing in his mother also. Now, this is a core reason why entire world is against him, but still he's with Krishna. That's so Srila Prabhupada was also mentioning this to the devotees. Devotees were asking Swamiji, you're alone, right? Prabhupada says, no, no. I'm always with my spiritual master and the Lord. He never said that I'm alone. How is that he's always with them? Because of his acceptance, deep acceptance. The more deeper you accept, dear devotees, the more you will understand how beautiful this process of Krishna consciousness is. Are this you'll be, I'll tell you, this is a fact actually, you'll be kept in a different realm. If you sincerely chant Hare Krishna, sincerely here, you'll be kept in a different realm. For sure. This chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is not an ordinary thing. The process of hearing, the process of discussing about this exalted person is not ordinary thing. You will be actually kept in a different way. A lot of people think that how happiness comes. So happiness is there in the heart, comes from internally. You don't have to go anywhere. Here, there, no. Just just try to understand that. Try to apply those truths as is in your life. All we need to do is we need to become sincere like Bali Maharaj. You know what happened? Bali Maharaj, his spiritual master is telling against, but he said, no, 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 I will not do this. I will give. This is an opportunity. Now that he learned from his spiritual master only. Please try to understand. How Bali Maharaj learned? From Prahlad Maharaj. Shukracharya also trained him. No, you should surrender to Vishnu. But no, he's telling that you shouldn't. No, this is a secret actually. The moment he understood that, oh, if the Lord is coming, it belongs to him only, na? Everything belongs to him. Now, this is an opportunity for me. But you see, 99% people of this world do not get that opportunity. Only 1% who come to the process of Krishna consciousness. Within that 1%, one by one, 1,000% will actually come to that state. Now, what is that state? The state of surrender. Because it is one's desire, dear devotees. It is a desire of Bali Maharaj. If the Bali Maharaj had desire to do sense gratification, he would have said, Baba, hold on, I will follow my spiritual master. Yasha prasadat, bhagavat prasado. He would have said like that, what if I please my spiritual master? Krishna will be happy. Oh, I'll please my spiritual master because my spiritual master is telling, don't surrender. So I'll not surrender. He's not taking that route. But what route he took? He took the route of this way. He is clearly telling, no, no, no. If the Vishnu is coming, I'll give everything. That doesn't matter what's going to happen to him later on. This is a final test. So how do we react to thought-provoking situations? When we deal it correctly, when we continue to go in that route, then you will get bigger tests. Just like I'll give an example. You see the snake and ladder, when we used to play when we are child, right? There is ladder, and then the moment you throw the dice, if you hit two, then it goes to the ladder, then you climb. Again, if you hit two, there is a snake, you come down. Okay. So this process of Krishna consciousness is like that. You might be elevated. This is a lift process. Because by the mercy of spiritual master and the acharyas, we go above. But what happens due to our anarthas, a snake will eat away us. Then again we come down. Again we have to come. Again we have to go. This is how it is. So the final test is there. The final test is what means is a big snake. From top to bottom it is. It's a big snake. If we are accustomed to that, what is that big snake, dear devotees? Even after surrendering, what is that big snake? Name, fame, profit, adoration. Looking for name, looking for followers, looking for profit. Kanaka Kamini Pratishtha, Puja Labha Pratishtha. What is this? What are all of these things? These are big snake. The moment we are running behind that, what happens? The snake will eat away. And then we come. Then what happens? Punarapi Janaram, Punarapi Marana. But Bali Maharaj knows that. He did not take that route. He said, no, 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 no. I will just follow. My heart is telling to surrender. I will submit myself. He said, my dear Lord, now you have taken everything. Lord is telling, where should I keep my third head? Put it on my head. Then he keeps. After that submissiveness from Bali Maharaj, the Lord became his gatekeeper. Hare Krishna. What is this? A supreme personality of Godhead is became his gatekeeper, and then now Mother Lakshmi Devi is coming to Bali Maharaj requesting, please give me my Vishnu back. Wow. Dear devotees, submitting to the Lord and the Acharyas is the greatest benediction, actually. The great benediction. We should actually cultivate this desire. Oh, my dear Lord, please help me. Let me do this. Let me do this sincerely. Go to the heart. That's what Prahlad Maharaj was anchoring. Prahlad Maharaj was being kept in so many difficult states. I was always thinking, oh, if Prahlad Maharaj has been kept in the difficult state, what is he thinking? For example, the Holika, Mother Holika is carrying Prahlad Maharaj under the fire. Holika has a boon from Brahmaji that she cannot be burnt. Now she is using that. And then she tells his brother, oh, Hiranyakashipa, see, I have this boon. You bring Prahlad, I'll put him on my lap. And then you lit fire from outside. And then I always think, what would be the consciousness with Prahlad Maharaj at that time? What is he going through? Is he thinking that will this fire kill me away? What's going to happen to me? What is my state? Will I survive this situation? But it means that every moment he has a difficult situation. Bhagavatam says like he was being tested 500 times. That means 500 difficult situations were there in his life to kill him. That means Hiranyakashipu used 500 ways. What is going through his heart? That pure soul. This is a small boy. What's going on in his heart? Dear devotees, all those 500 instances, there's only one thing going on in his heart. How can I please the Lord? How can I serve the Lord? How can I remember the Lord? How can I do smarana? How can I meditate on the words of my spiritual master? This is what is going on in his heart and heart. He's meditating all those things again and again continuously. This should be our life, dear devotees. You begin meditating about these things. You begin thinking about these things. How your heart will change so much. Krishna will come and sit in your heart. He's already there. You'll realize that. Don't be, we shouldn't become agitated. So many things going on. That's why the first thing we should do, we should stop avoiding watching news completely. I don't know, since many days I don't know what's happening in America. Even in America, I don't know what's happening. So it's not good for us. Some mad people are there in the top. They're doing some mad things. We shouldn't be agitated with those mad things. You see a monkey, when the monkey is on the tree, you know what? Monkey will sit on one place. It will not. It will go from one branch to the other, one branch to the other. It will pull the glasses. See, monkeys in Vrindavan, they will come and pull the glasses. They take your cell phones. They take your handbags. So the people who are sitting on the throne, they're like that. They don't know what they are doing. Because why they don't know what they are doing is because there's no Krishna in their life. So for us, when Krishna comes into our life, these things should be gone. When these things are gone, when Krishna is established into our consciousness, then we are not worried what's happening outside externally. We just worry what's happening internally. How is this karma has to be removed? How is this krodha has to be removed? How is this lobha has to be removed? What should I do when certain things are happening in this way? What should I do when certain things are happening in that way? What can be done so that my wife becomes much better devotee? What can be done my husband can becomes a better devotee? What can be done my children can become a better devotee? These are the thoughts should go into the consciousness. Why? Because if I think like that, who is happy? Krishna and his representatives, they are happy. Because they are devotees, our heart and heart, our life and soul should be this. Because you all have experienced that there is happiness in Krishna consciousness. I know. You all have little experiences. Now, if you just like Vamshilas Prabhu told like few days back, what he said, this is 5 days, you do sadhana nicely, you do hearing nicely, you do chanting nicely, this is beneficial for you. That's what he said, right? So, why not 5 days? Why don't we move that to 365 days? Because for every day in Krishna consciousness, it's a rejuvenating experience for us. Who says Krishna consciousness is not a joyful process? It's a joyful process. There, Bali Maharaj submitting to the Lord is a loving thing. It's a loving reciprocation, just like between a father and a child. Just like, you know, for example, when the child uh, passes 10th grade with like 80%, he goes and hugs his father. Oh, my dear father, thank you for everything which you have given me. I got 80%. Now the father will give him a watch. See, I'm giving you a watch. I know you'll get good grades. I already purchased a watch. Take this. This is reciprocation. Is it not? The child is reciprocating to the father, and then father is also reciprocating. Just like Bali Maharaj is submitting himself to the Lord, while the other side, Lord is also submitting himself to Bali Maharaj. How is Lord submitting himself to him? By he is becoming his doorkeeper. He is becoming his gatekeeper. What is this deal to what is? Just like Krishna became the charioteer of Arjuna, here same Krishna is becoming gatekeeper of Bali Maharaj. He sent Bali Maharaj to Patal and then he created a Patal Lok. He said, you become the head of this Patal Lok, and then I'll be your gatekeeper. And Bali Maharaj accepted that. It's a service to the Lord. Here there is an important aspect. Yudhishthir Maharaj, he knows Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Don't you think that Yudhishthir Maharaj doesn't know? He knows. But Krishna is touching Yudhishthir Maharaj's feet and then taking blessings. Now Yudhishthir Maharaj is also giving blessings as a service because that is pleasing the Lord. That is pleasing the Lord. Yudhishthir Maharaj is taking that position. It's not easy to take that position. Now in the spiritual world, it is a different plane. Srimati Radharani and Mother Yashoda, they don't know that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. They know that Krishna is only a boy. Srimati Radharani knows that oh, Krishna is my boyfriend. That's it. He's just my friend. Saka, he's my friend. They don't know that Krishna is Supreme Personality, but they have so much intense love. They don't know how much, they don't know why that love is also manifesting. They are in the spiritual world is different, but here Yudhishthira Maharaj, he knows Krishna is Supreme Personality of God, but still he is doing that. Wow, that's great actually. It was unimaginable. It's something profound. You know what kind of consciousness would go into him? Cannot express. He is literally doing it for the pleasure of the Lord. When we begin, when we begin putting little steps, doing literally for the pleasure of the Lord, for the pleasure of the Acharyas, for the pleasure of the spiritual master, what happens? We do this. Unlimited wealth. We got unlimited wealth. Our wealth is not this wealth. Wealth of the spiritual wealth. Again, don't misrepresent me. Prabhu told in the class, if you take up Krishna consciousness, you'll get unlimited wealth. No, no, no. Somebody might think that oh, you get green card, you take up Krishna consciousness. No, no, no. Unlimited wealth means unlimited spiritual wealth. Spiritual wealth means you'll be happy, you'll be satisfied in your heart. You'll not have any complaints. There's so much going on, chaos. You're not affected with that. You're high, you're joyful. Just like Prahlad Maharaj, externally it is looking that he's been kept in a difficult state. Every moment, actually, when he's sitting in the lap of Holika, I'm getting a I'm getting a reflection. I'm kind of feeling that Prahlad Maharaj is sitting in the lap of Narsingadev, sitting in the lap of Mahavishnu. And it is not fiery, but it is very soothing experience for him. Because through that soothing experience, he's actually meditating on the Lord. You see, dear devotees, the Lord takes all those difficulties. You see, there's another example, right? When Haridas Thakur Maharaj was being actually beaten at 21 marketplaces, they're actually beating him with that rope. When he is beating him, the beatings are going to Lord Chaitanya, not going to Haridas Thakur. Externally, marks are shown on Haridas Thakur, but the pain is going to Lord Chaitanya. Because Lord cannot accept. Cannot accept. So Lord, his devotees are there. He loves his devotees so much. Because his children, a father loves his children so much. Don't we love our children? From where that is coming? From Krishna. Because Krishna has the love. He gives little to us. That love is there, but the problem is that love is mixed with materialism, it becomes raga. That's the only thing. But when the raga is removed, love is there. You can experience joyful experience with your children by giving them Krishna consciousness, by reading them Srila Prabhupada purpose. Yesterday I was so happy. After so many days, I was reading Krishna book to my daughter yesterday. So they were reading Putana chapter from Krishna book. And she was telling, please continue. Because I used to read every day to her before. Due to unavoidable circumstances. She's here, I was in India. But I was very happy, joyful to continue that again. Because, dear devotees, when you give an experience to the children, they hanker for them. That's how the relationship develops. She tells every day, please read, please read, please read to me, please tell me a story. Why? Because that is how our relationship is. That's what we discuss, and then later she tells, this is what I learned at school, this is what I did. That's how the discussion goes. So it is very important that the more we develop relationship with our dear ones, that should be on the plane of Krishna consciousness. That is the whole part Srila Prabhupada gave us this wealth. We were discussing about the wealth, right? This is the wealth. Srila Prabhupada gave us this wealth. You sit with your children. I remember when I was a Prabhupada disciple, very good, very great personality. They used to live at Nurundavan. And even when his son is like 25 years old, still he reads proper books to him at the night. His son is not 25, 35 also. His son is a lawyer, is a practitioner. He practices Krishna consciousness nicely. He's a lawyer also in US. So his son, when he comes to his father, even after marriage, he says his son asks his father, "Can you please read to me in the night?" This is a relationship. Those children were homeschooled. I have so many examples like this, dear devotees, who actually literally practiced Krishna consciousness their life. I remember my spiritual master, my Shiksha Guru, when his son is sick, he puts off to the office. He doesn't go to the office. He doesn't go to any services. He stays with his son and then he reads Bhagavatam. He discusses stories. He tells Krishna Katha. He discusses philosophy all day. This is what they do all day up until the disease is cured. Within a couple of days, the disease will be cured and then he again goes to the office. This literally works. It's very important, dear devotees. Our life should be this. But the more when we feel this, the more we will put it into action. When we don't feel this, then the Bhagavatam will be Bhagavatam, we will be we. That's why we should have a person who actually literally show through practical examples how these have to be done. When he's grown up, after that he never went to hospital. If there is a disease, then father will sit next to him. Mr. Vaksha, he sits next to him and then he reads Bhagavatam. They discuss. Even until now, they discuss like that. My son is like 24. That's what they do. It is their life. And that doesn't mean that his son doesn't study. He's a chartered accountant. He's a CA. So it's a very clear indication in devotees. Krishna consciousness should be there. Then after that, whatever so-called based on their qualities, they will get they'll get that kind of a job. Will become a CA. in the future, within a year or two, and then will take care of the project accounts, various projects. He doesn't have to go work outside. So this is how the conception of Krishna consciousness have to be dealt. We should internalize ourselves. We don't need to go anywhere. Everything is there for us. The problem is, Prabhupada says about this. This is the greatest problem in this world. What is the greatest problem? Prabhupada says that Prabhupada was standing in New York City. Prabhupada says, oh, why people are going every day in the morning from here to left to right and then right to left? What are they doing? They're driving all day for what? Why don't they do it all by themselves? Why don't they simply practice Krishna consciousness? Why don't they live simply, simple living and high thinking? Because when this living is simple, then the thought process will be high. And also, we should think globally but act locally according to our situation. What is a global means? Every person in this world should become a devotee. Desire, that's a good desire. Let's think globally. At least I'll become a devotee. Act locally. This is acting locally. Should think globally. Yes, why not? My dear Lord Narasimha, please pacify all these people in this world. Yes, that's a good prayer. That's a goal. That's a global prayer. That's the global prayer. What is acting locally? My dear Lord, my chanting is not here. My chanting is not good. Please help. At least I can hear 16 rounds. Please help. Mind is wandering. Please help. These things have to be addressed. The more we try to understand this, the more we will think global. We will think globally, but we will act locally. Whatever is given to us, we'll try to work on it. Whatever service we have, whatever service we receive, we should try to do that to the best of our ability. When we do our services nicely, then another services will be given. Very important. So life is actually meant for this. Today in the morning also we were discussing about this. What we are discussing is there is nothing in this world which gives satisfaction to the heart. The only thing which will give satisfaction to the heart is just follow the instructions of the acharyas, serve nicely, and take this Krishna consciousness to the core of the heart. That itself will give happiness. Nothing else will give happiness. Just like Bali Maharaj realized that this is the way to submit myself, to surrender myself. He accepted, took that instruction as his life instruction. It's a beautiful process. I think I'll conclude here. Can continue, but I think it will be late because it's a weekday. We'll stop here. Anyone has any questions? And then after that, our dear Vamshila Prabhu will do the bhajan. Anyone has any questions? Would like to add any comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances always.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the beautiful message, Prabhuji. We have to um, uh, think globally, act locally. Beautiful message. Have to check the consciousness whether the thoughts, desires are actually thinking globally and acting locally or not. So have to check. And you also touched based on the enviousness um, earlier in the call. So all with the loved ones, we with familiarity, we tend to just the false ego comes in between. Though the intention starts with the good intention to have them Krishna consciousness into Krishna consciousness, but eventually slowly. So I have to check whether it's going to the false ego or actually really connecting to the Lord. So we have to always think always remind ourselves, and it's a mercy of the spiritual master that to check at that point of time on what I'm listening, what did I learn from this call, and how am I applying at that moment in that situation, because that situation is a test, as you said in the call, is a small test, which will give realizations after the test is done. It will give realization whether I've acted according to what I'm listening or not. So I just wanted to share these. Thank you so very much.
Actually, an interesting thing is when the test comes, we don't know whether it is a test or not. After completing the test, later on we will realize, because again we will hear in the class, oh, I had a test. I got a test. And somehow I was bewildered. My dear Lord, please help next time. So many times this thing will happen. During the test, we will not feel that it is a test. Because the modes, they do work, right? 3 becomes 9, 9 becomes 81, 81 becomes unlimited. Prabhupada says, right? The 3 modes only. But they interact again. They become 9. Again 9 will interact. It become 81. Again 81 will become interact. Unlimited. So that's how it goes on. It goes on again and again and again and again. So by the time we realize that it is a test, our time is completed. That's why when we again, immediately when we begin hearing, what happens is, oh, okay, oh, yesterday it was a test for me. Oh, that's okay. Even though I failed, that's okay. I'll take another opportunity. I'll take my next opportunity because Lord is so merciful. The Acharyas are so merciful. They tell that don't worry, just take it, just take it. So those things will come. We should be vigilant. Just like Bali Maharaj received the test. Prahlad Maharaj was continuously receiving tests. But his absorption is totally different. Just like Narada Muni tested Dhruva Maharaj also. He said, oh, you are a small boy, just go home. Your mother is like that. That's okay. Your mother, he says that my mother sent me here because my mother said that there is Vishnu here. He said, that's okay. You're just a small boy. You can just go home. And once you're old, you can come back. You can get a palace at that time. That was a test. Then he said he was very fixed up to the instructions of his mother. That means, you see here, devotees, at one step, his mother is also a spiritual master. Through the instructions of his mother, his spiritual master, he was fixed up in that instruction. And then when the moment he was fixed up, another spiritual master, he caught that. He caught the determination. And then he said, yes, I will give you mantra. You chant this mantra, you will see the Lord. Because those days, it's not like they give mantra to anyone. No, it has to be very sincere. But the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is amazing. But he gives to everyone. So it is very, very important to try to pursue the truth in this. Very, very. Hare Krishna. So that's why we should remember Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is unlimited. Unlimited. Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. Krishna Prema is, it's only in this Kali Yuga, that too in this time period only. Just this time period of 10,000 years. After that also, no, Krishna Prema is gone. It's hidden. Chenna. Chenna means hidden. Hidden. It's not shown again. Again, one has to wait 1,000 Chaturyugas to see Krishna Prema. No Krishna Prema again. Next to Kali Yuga, if somebody is inspired, he'll go to Vaikuntha, but not to Goloka. Goloka doors are closed. That means again one has to wait 1,000 cycles. Again Krishna has to come. Then after that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has to come. Then Krishna Prema. So how rare it is. So rare. Krishna is just like 5,000 years ago. Just like that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just 500 years ago. Should be very grateful. Should be very grateful to all of them. Hare Krishna. Anyone else would like to add?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
can you hear me?
Yes, Amma, yes.
So Prabhuji, as you said today that Krishna would be happy if someone's disturb his devotee or upset his devotees.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yes, Prabhuji. So it's like so should not be judgmental to any devotees.
Yes, yes.
They are. So I had to keep that in my mind all the time. Like, so it's very important. And also, Prabhuji, when you're talking about the test, when the test for Krishna's consciousness will come, then other test will go away, Prabhuji. So, and with constant practice, it will develop. Like you said, like what happening in the world, just stop following that, stop following those activities. And there's no point actually. So that's why, and when we'll have a higher test on Krishna consciousness, we can remove those news channels, etc., whatever happening. Because I feel like, Prabhuji, it's a Krishna consciousness and the devotee surrounding association. It's totally different world than the rest of the people what's doing all over the.
Yes.
It's a very intricate thing, and also
Correct.
it's like when I'm thinking about those things, like I feel like it's totally different what Vaishnavas are doing, their lifestyle, everything is so different. And when we go to work and have to associate with the colleagues and those things
Correct.
happens so much different, but like that is our responsibility to keep ourselves away from it, and keep our sadhana intact and constant, not be influenced by those people what they are doing. Oh, I'm not able, not like that, what I should not think like that, Prabhuji. So that's my takeaway. And with the help of senior devotees, spiritual master, I can fulfill that my desire to be steady in Krishna consciousness, Prabhuji. That's my takeaway. Hare Krishna.
Anyone else?
Prabhuji, one request, Prabhu.
Yes.
Can you please
Yes.
talk on compassionate towards devotees in any of the class?
Definitely. We will discuss.
Hare Krishna.
Definitely we'll discuss. Yes. Thank you. Yes. I'm sure Asru, please take over the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam. Thank you so much for the wonderful message this morning. Since it's the last 2 more days of Bhishma Panchak, let's sing the prayers of Bhishma